And the warrior that Manny is, he's gonna be like, because I love to fight and I want to fight the best.
The attributes I have, the skill set I have, the youth is on my side. So it's my job just to go in there, use all of that again.
The four years layoff on boxing, like it's good for my body because I've been in boxing since I was 12 years old. When I was 12 years old, then continuous, non-stop. So good for me, for my body to...
Oscar de la Hoya visits and trains with Manny Pacquiao ahead of the Mario Barrios fight, calling him a hell of a fighter. He says Pacquiao's return at this age proves he still has the heart, skill, and passion to face elite competition.
I wish him all the best.
Quadra, I love him.
Can you do it?
Quadra?
Can he do it? Absolutely. Manny Pacquiao's
Oscar needs
he's a legend.
some nice ones. Thank you.
He's a legend. I think he can do it. Absolutely. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but I think he can do it.
Oscar de la Hoya says Manny Pacquiao is coming in heavy, showing impressive strength and determination despite his age. Manny's intense training and focus prove he's ready for tough opponents. Oscar believes his comeback will be powerful and a true reflection of his legendary spirit and hunger for victory.
Here's what Oscar de la Hoya would ask Manny Pacquiao if he got the chance to interview him.
I would ask a simple question. And please, Manny, tell me the truth. Why? That's it. That's it. Why? Why are you coming back? And the warrior that Manny is, he's gonna be like, because I love to fight and I want to fight the best. And I've been watching boring fights and I want to come back and give a show against Barrios, who's a world champion. That's a true legend.
For a fighter of Manny Pacquiao's caliber, the passion for boxing never truly fades. Even after stepping away from the spotlight, his desire to return has only intensified. This deep bond with the sport is a key reason behind his comeback, as he believes he still has the strength and skill to compete at the highest level. Though age is often mentioned, it hasn't slowed him down. His speed, power, and determination remain as sharp as ever.
I'm coming back because, like I said, boxing is always my passion, and I miss boxing for how many years? All years I stopped boxing. I always thinking boxing, and even in my house I have a boxing ring, boxing gym, and I always work out every day, like playing basketball, playing badminton. So I really love exercise, and I really miss boxing.
Pacquiao's comeback isn't just about one fight, it reflects a broader vision for the future. While Mario Barrios is his current focus, he's open to more challenges after this bout. His approach is calm and strategic, taking each fight one step at a time instead of rushing into multiple matchups. This disciplined mindset highlights his respect for the sport and the opponents he faces.
Manny, when you beat Barrios, what's next? Are you going to fight Ryan Garcia, Haney, Lopez, Gervonta Davis? Are you ready to go through these fights?
One at a time.
But you want those guys.
We'll see. We'll see. I always, I cannot say after this I'm going to fight like that, but one at a time. After the fight, we can see, we can talk like.
Reflecting on his past encounter with Pacquiao, Oscar de la Hoya shares candid insights into the sheer force Manny brought to the ring. He admits that Pacquiao dominated their fight relentlessly, leaving him unable to mount any real defense. The power and precision Manny displayed were overwhelming, and Oscar's words highlight the legendary fighter's skill and tenacity, a lasting testament to Pacquiao's unforgettable impact in the ring.
It actually took a very tough beating to get me out of the sport.
Like Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he beat the hell out of me. Manny Pacquiao would be right in front of me. He would, after hitting me 15 times, and then I would be ready to hit him, and he would be wide open, and I couldn't pull the trigger. I just couldn't pull the trigger.
I wouldn't have loved to fight Pacquiao again because he kicked my ass. Sorry. But yeah, there were many fighters out there who I would have loved to fight 2 or 3 times.
You know what? So you had enough of Pacquiao is what you're saying.
Oh, trust me. Right when I walked into the ring, I had enough of Pacquiao.
You thought that when you got in the ring?
Oh, well, Rich, this documentary, my gosh, it's sad too at the end because it shows the whole Pacquiao situation. I was getting beat up in training camp when preparing for Pacquiao. So I knew that was the end already for me. because Pacquiao was just coming up.
Yeah.
Pacquiao was like the star in the making, but what really screwed up my whole training for that fight was I started drinking heavy during training camp, and nobody knew. Oh yeah. I mean, it gets so I was literally a dead man walking.
At the time of their clash, the physical dynamics between Oscar and Manny were quite unusual. Oscar, naturally the bigger man, had to undergo significant weight loss to face Pacquiao in the ring. This highlights the physical sacrifices fighters make for elite matchups and underscores how Pacquiao, despite being the smaller fighter, used his speed, skill, and power to overcome the size disadvantage.
It's like, why are you gonna fight Pacquiao? First of all, he's younger than you, he's faster, he's strong. I had to lose, instead of gain weight, I had to lose like 10 pounds to fight in his weight class, and that drained my body at my age. So I literally was like a walking zombie when I walked into the ring. I was out of it. I lost so much weight. I lost a lot of muscle, and it was one of those moments where my pride got the best of me, you know? In the first round, after I sat down in the corner, I was like, oh my gosh, shit. I mean, here we go. Like, I have to take like 12 rounds of this. You know, until like the 9th round, my corner called it and said, you know, that's it. He's punishing you too much. Like, I never received that much punishment in my life. And they were like, I think my brother or somebody just said, you know what, that's it.
Freddie Roach, Pacquiao's longtime trainer, was initially hesitant about setting up the fight with Oscar due to concerns over the size difference. He questioned whether it would be fair or even safe. But the outcome proved him wrong in the most emphatic way, as Manny's performance stunned both critics and fans. Roach's candid reflection adds depth to the story, underscoring Pacquiao's remarkable ability to overcome perceived obstacles.
His country did try to stop that fight from happening.
Why?
Because the weight difference.
Oh, they were concerned his safety.
Yeah, but the reason that fight happened is because when I was training Oscar, his 106-pounder was training at the same gym as us, Calderon. Calderon gives him a beating. Oscar, I said, what's wrong? He says, well, you know, he's small and he's a southpaw and he's really quick, Freddie. So then Bob Arum had just called me up and asked me if we wanted to fight Oscar with Pacquiao, and I said, no, he's too big, and I hung the phone up. And about 2 in the morning, I'm thinking about the fight in the sparring with the little guy who's a southpaw and really fast, like Manny Pacquiao. And I said, 2 o'clock in the morning, I picked the phone up and I called Bob Arum. I said, Bob, make that fight happen. He says, you sure? I says, 100%, yes.
Just based off that sparring session.
Mario Barrios, representing the younger generation, approaches the upcoming bout with clear confidence. He sees his youth as an advantage in stamina and speed, qualities he believes could be decisive. This self-assurance is typical of rising fighters eager to prove themselves by taking on seasoned veterans like Pacquiao. Barrios's mindset captures the classic clash between experience and youthful ambition that defines boxing.
30, he's 46, hasn't fought in 4 years. Like, in your mind, how do you see the fight going? How are you going to beat Manny, or what do you see yourself doing to him?
Yeah, no, I just had to use, all of that, like the, as busy as I've been in my career, the attributes I have, the skill set I have, the youth is on my side. So it's my job just to go in there, use all of that again, just make sure, I still walk out holding that title.
Manny's preparation for the fight is marked by careful planning and disciplined execution. His training camp follows a balanced regimen aimed at sharpening skills, maintaining endurance, and building strength. Every session is intentional, blending technical drills with conditioning to keep him at peak performance. This focused approach reflects Pacquiao's unwavering commitment to performing at his best, despite the years away from competitive boxing.
Now going with your experience of being a sparring with Manny Pacquiao, what was the biggest lesson that you learned?
Taught me what a world-class training camp looks like. I had to be at Manny's house at 5:30 a.m. because he will run at 6 a.m. Then we'll be in the gym at 12 p.m. Then he'll go to church in the evening. Even that, I'm he adds church to his training camp. That's insane. I would have never thought, I got to work with my idol. Imagine whoever you look up to right now, the person you look up to the most in this world, and then you end up working for 3 straight years. I remember having breakfast with him. I was like, damn, it's fucking sitting right there. That's crazy. It would still cross my head,
Sean Porter, a respected voice in the boxing world, offers rare insight into the intensity of sparring with Pacquiao. He reveals that Manny trains with such ferocity that cameras are strictly prohibited, keeping his preparation private. The footage Porter does have captures the relentless effort Pacquiao puts into every punch, showcasing the drive and intensity that earn him deep respect from fighters, even beyond official bouts.
Don't hold your phone up in sparring. You don't bring a camera in to sparring. Guess what? We got footage of me and Manny sparring. We got footage of me and Manny Pacquiao sparring.
Leak it. No,
Right.
Let's get the social media leak.
But it was understood. My dad said, I want me and my son to have this. And he and Freddie made an understanding. You can hold it, but I don't want anybody to ever see this, Ken.
Right.
And nobody has ever seen a sparring session between me and Manny Pacquiao. It's just a code of ethics. I hate that they broke that code. Everybody in sport and boxing know the code. Tighten up.
Manny Pacquiao, I saw some footage or some images online where you were sparring him, and I've got to be honest, you gave him a very clean dig. And not many people can actually say they've landed good clean punches on Manny Pacquiao. He's a super fighter, very, very quick. What was it like to share the ring, even though it was only sparring, sharing the ring with Manny Pacquiao?
I mean, it was a blessing. Like, Manny Pacquiao himself is a legend. You know what I mean? Manny's a legend in boxing. And to be honest, I don't think I wasn't shell-shocked the first time we sparred. It was like I had something.
Despite worldwide fame and decades of success, Manny Pacquiao remains remarkably humble. He often expresses heartfelt gratitude to his fans, recalling how he entered the sport as an unknown with a hard-to-pronounce name. His reflections on how far he's come serve as a reminder that respect and appreciation for his supporters have always been central to his journey.
I'm excited because I remember when my first fight here in America is in NGM against Ledwaba. That's June 23, 2001.
They couldn't pronounce your name, and now everybody knows your name. How does that feel? You have been holding 4 decades in boxing with everybody knowing your name. How does it feel to know that?
I'm happy. I'm thankful to the fans, also to God. Because without God, I am nothing. I cannot accomplish all these things in life without the guidance and strength of God. So, all glory.
Mike Tyson's praise for Pacquiao goes beyond the usual compliments. He describes Manny as sensational and admires his relentless warrior spirit. Tyson emphasizes the intensity and heart that define Pacquiao's style, qualities that have earned him deep respect, even among boxing's greatest legends.
Which contemporary fighter do you most enjoy watching right now?
Out of the big-time fighters now?
Yeah.
Pacquiao looks sensational his last fight.
Oh,
it's sensational. No fighter, and you as my witness, as any expert, no fighter looks more sensational than Pacquiao looked the other night. No fighter, name a fighter looked more sensational than Manny Pacquiao did the night he fought.
Let me sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather. How do I sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather?
All right, hey, listen. Then that shows that you're a neophyte in boxing. You know nothing about boxing.
Well, excuse me?
Because no.
What? I ain't hear you, Mike. What'd you say?
You don't know much about boxing.
You're a little uncomfortable up here.
No one said who was better. I said there's nobody in boxing that fighting that looks sensational.
Sensational.
The way that Pacquiao did against Rio.
In other words,
Recent clips of Pacquiao training have stunned observers around the world. At an age when most athletes slow down, Manny is displaying the speed and agility of a fighter in his prime. His rapid combinations, quick footwork, and intense pad work showcase a level of sharpness and conditioning that defies his years, proving he remains a serious competitive force.
Fred's looking for a hug over here. Fred's looking for a hug. Fred, not
Yeah, he's still early.
He looks familiar. He looks familiar.
Never too early for you.
Back to work again.
Keep me off the streets. There's Raising Cane's poster boy. Fred, keep me on social media.
He discusses past defeats without bitterness, focusing instead on the lessons they taught him. His calm demeanor reflects a mature acceptance of the challenges ahead, driven not by pride but by a genuine love for boxing and a desire to test himself once more. The announcement of Pacquiao's return sparked mixed reactions. Among them, analyst Ryan Campbell offered a balanced perspective, acknowledging concerns about age while reminding fans that fighters like George Foreman have defied the odds. With the right strategy, Campbell believes Manny's comeback could become a memorable chapter in boxing history.
Retirement to face 29-year-old Mario Barrios for the WBC Welterweight Championship on July 19th in Las Vegas. That's according to an ESPN report. Pacquiao last fought in 2021 when he lost to Yordenis Ugas. Barrios won the WBC welterweight title from Ugas in 2023. His last fight was a split decision against Abel Ramos on the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson undercard in November. Pacquiao career record 62-8-2 with 39 knockouts. Barrios 29-2-1. And for more, welcome in CBS Sports combat analyst Brian Campbell. Manny Pacquiao, the first and only 8-division world champion. He'll be inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame next month. And then in July, BC, he's going to come out of retirement. Why now?
By the way, between those two dates, I believe he has an election coming up for a Senate position in the Philippines. So we always know that Manny is a busy man. He gets after it. He also dares to be great. And this is wild news. Look, in the boxing underground rumor mill, this had been floating around for a couple months. We just didn't know if it was going to be for real. Was Manny really going to commit to not just coming back after 4 years away, after just one fight in the last 6 years, at age 46, but to come back directly into a title fight against a young, in his prime, active champion, Mario Barrios? It's interesting theater, to say the least. It's a pay-per-view main event, reportedly for July 19th. And we know Manny Pacquiao has always brought big business, but now he's going to bring it in more of the late career George Foreman type of way to etch himself into that record book even further. Can Manny do it? I mean, look, the odds are certainly against him. But there's one thing about certain legends in this game. Think Bernard Hopkins, who fought into a very late age. Some of them, as long as they can physically get themselves into that ring, sometimes they can reproduce magic for one night. So it's a romantic situation. I got cats walking around.
Yep.
People are excited to see the Pac-Man back. You just got to kind of figure out, is this for real? Is he going to be for real? Or are we going to send him into a physical, violent...
Veteran trainer Justin Fortune has compared Pacquiao's career to that of Michael Jordan, symbolizing not just talent but long-lasting dominance. He emphasizes that despite the passing years, Manny's dedication and work ethic have kept him anything but rusty. His disciplined lifestyle and sharp mindset are key factors that allow him to remain a serious contender, even as age naturally takes its toll.
Yeah, I mean, but, it's not... Listen, he's 45, 46. Are you living there? 45, 46, but he's not. He's always active. He's always staying active. He's always doing something. Mostly playing basketball, some sort of sport, something kind of. So, not really.
When Nate Diaz beat Conor McGregor, he said, "I'm not surprised." So Manny could say that after he beats Barrios, that he wasn't surprised that he's supposed to win.
Well, what they, Diaz beat. I mean, different Diaz. I like Diaz.
He's funny.
He fucking will fight.
Yeah, fight anyone, anywhere,
anytime. Fight anybody. No, it's just it's a fight. No, it'd be for him to win that at 45, 46. Yeah, it's a big thing. But then, didn't take any damage. Foreman came back, won titles in his 40s and stuff. Another heavyweight.
Many believed Pacquiao had fully retired, but new information suggests otherwise. He's been participating in unofficial fights and exhibitions, quietly keeping his reflexes and sharpness intact away from the spotlight. These lesser-known bouts have played a key role in maintaining his readiness. This behind-the-scenes dedication confirms that his return is driven by sustained passion and preparation, not a sudden or impulsive choice.
A bite, an overhand right. Stop it! Welcome to K9 Boxing. And it's yours truly, Cornelius K9 Bundridge, the oldest world champion in junior history. And Manny Pacquiao is looking to step back in the ring, y'all, against Mario Barrios, July the 19th. If I'm not mistaken, it's July 19th. And I give Manny Pacquiao a good chance at winning. Because, a lot of people say, well, he's been inactive, he's older. Man, but he throw punches. He has a lot of experience. And his last fight was an exhibition which still was a fight and still kept him sharp, punching, doing something. So it ain't like he just ain't been in the ring, ain't did nothing. Yeah, he been working. It's like them underground boxing matches are real fights, and it keep you off bold. You know, Emmanuel Stewart used to do a lot of exhibitions for his guys, to get them sharp, to get them prepared for a fight. If they hadn't fought in a minute, just to have them fight sharp. What up, Keith? Yeah, just to have them fight sharp. So if they got in the ring and they hadn't fought in a minute, it won't seem like it. It'd be like it seem like they just recently fought. Yeah, so it's a lot of stuff you can do to make yourself relevant, sharp, can have you right, ready for a fight. Yeah. My young dogs, Kevin, Kyrie, and Tadell, the Hawk, the dogs, they fought to a draw.
That's it for today's video. See you next time.